Imagine waking up to a burst of local energy right in your own backyard. Derby's poised for an exciting audio revolution that promises to capture the city's vibrant spirit like never before. If you're a fan of community vibes and feel-good tunes, you won't want to miss this. But here's where it gets intriguing. Is this the dawn of a new era for commercial radio, or could it spark debates about what local really means in a digital age? Let's dive in and explore why Derby ONE Radio is set to shake things up starting next month. Derby is gearing up for a fresh broadcasting experience with the arrival of Derby ONE Radio, launching on Saturday, November 15th, at 8 a.m. This new station plans to broadcast around the clock that day, kicking off with in-person interactions to connect directly with listeners from the get-go. It's all about celebrating Derby's heartbeat through a mix of local voices and uplifting music that spans decades. In the words of program director Dan Martin, the timing couldn't be better. He enthused, "Our city is alive with thrilling changes, including the upcoming Valent Live music venue, the introduction of Great British Railways, the revamp of Friargate Goods Yard, and exciting new leisure options at Derbyan. Derby ONE will mirror and boost the momentum of a thriving community that's clearly on an upward trajectory." For beginners wondering what this means, think of it as a sonic mirror reflecting local pride. Radio stations like this help communities feel more connected by highlighting hometown stories and events, much like how a neighborhood festival brings everyone together. And this is the part most people miss in the broader radio landscape. Derby ONE marks the city's first commercial radio outlet since Ram FM merged with Capital East Midlands back in 2011. For context, commercial radio is privately owned and often focuses on popular music and local advertising, differing from public broadcasters like the BBC that rely on taxes. This gap has left many cities without dedicated local voices, so this launch could fill a vital hole in community storytelling. The station's core will revolve around Derby's news, curated by a seasoned team of presenters who are deeply rooted in the area. They've partnered with Derbyshire Live, integrating its news into the station's website and mobile app for seamless access. Alongside news, expect a playlist of feel-good tracks from the 1980s classics right through to the latest chart toppers, all delivered with personality by the on-air team. To give you a taste, here's who's spinning the wheels. Elliot Holman launches your weekdays at 6 a.m. with Derby ONE Breakfast. He shares, "Derby holds a special place in my heart. Though I'm not from here originally, it's where my life truly took off. After 15 years calling it home, I've seen incredible changes, including the arrival of my daughter. It's genuinely my haven, and I'm thrilled to kick off mornings with radio that unites our community." Imagine starting your day with stories that feel personal and familiar. Elliot's show aims to do just that, building a sense of shared routine. Starting at 10 a.m., Chris Birks takes the reins with the music Derby loves. He explains, "Derby's always been my roots, and broadcasting runs through my veins. Stepping away from full-time radio a few years ago left me with unfinished dreams, but returning to chat with the folks and places I know best is pure joy." This segment could be a nostalgic trip down memory lane, highlighting tunes that resonate with locals and perhaps including fan requests to make it interactive. At 3 p.m., Dan Martin guides you through the home stretch with travel updates and a groove of upbeat hits from the 80s onward. He declares, "As someone passionate about Derby and radio, I'm pumped to beam out to the greatest city every evening. Even on traffic-choked days, the music will keep spirits high. It's bound to be unforgettable." For those new to radio, travel updates here mean real-time traffic and transport info, helping commuters avoid jams while grooving to the soundtrack. Derby ONE is already teasing its sound with a pre-launch preview, accessible via their website, app, smart speakers, and soon on DAB, that's digital audio broadcasting, a modern radio technology offering clearer sound and more stations than traditional FM for those exploring how radio's evolving. They've gathered enthusiastic responses from residents through a consultation on desired content, showing how listener input shapes the station's direction, a smart move for building trust and relevance. But here's where it gets controversial. In a world where streaming services like Spotify dominate, does a radio station reviving 80s hits risk alienating younger audiences chasing today's viral tracks? Or is it a clever nod to nostalgia that bridges generations? Some might argue that focusing heavily on local news could overshadow broader music variety, turning it into a glorified news service rather than pure entertainment. Others might see it as a bold stand against homogenized global playlists. What do you think? Will Derby ONE revive local radio's magic, or is the era of traditional broadcasts fading? Do you agree with the music choices, or wish for more contemporary twists? We'd love to hear your take in the comments. Share your thoughts and let's discuss.